Oh man, hey, everybody's doing all right. I didn't really feel like messing with this tonight. I just feel like somebody's been clubbing on me or something. Anyway, we're gonna make a pig in a stump. We're gonna see how this is coming out. I have never made a pig, so let's see what it comes up with. It might not be good at all. I don't know. At least I can admit it, right? But we're gonna try. Let me work on that angle a little bit. I think the camera angle probably ought to be. That's right in front, and then you're not gonna be able to see what I do. There we go. Since I carve right-handed, we try to make this work. Yeah, don't look too bad. Okay. There we go. All right, who we got here? Hey, what's going on, Billy Shoemate? What's going on, LJ? Heck yeah, glad to see you guys in there. All right, I'm going to start this thing. I'm carving a pig in a stump. And he's going to say, hey, y'all, down here. That's what my mom said. All right, got a little dip there. I want the head to be sitting down in that a little bit. Be sure and hit that like button if you haven't already, and we'll keep right on rocking. We're making a pig in a log. in a stump, you know. She's like, "What are you using? A family portrait?" I'm like, "Yeah, from my side. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah." Man, I'll tell you, you just gotta love the love, you know. Look, I think it's fair to say I've never made a pig before. So if this comes out looking like a pig bear, I mean, what do you expect? I know how to make a bear, but I've never made a pig before. So if it looks like a pig bear, it looks like a pig bear. Yellow pine, and especially when it's kind of dry, the chips fly off, they hit you in the face, they stick in the face, different stuff like that. You know, you always got to worry about it, you know, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a third occupation is that I'm a model. Well, it doesn't matter though if it hits me in the face or, you know, messes up my face or anything, because I'm a model from the neck down. Anyway, I'll keep right on and going. this day. I mean, I really donged the back of this building back here. Just had a good time. Chucked a piece of wood. Hey, Rumpelstiltskin, Dad, glad to see y'all in there. What's that say? Geet, beat, jeet, deet. I don't know what it says, but hey, I'm glad to see you. You guys hit the like. We'll keep right on going. So far, we got kind of a shape going on there. And I got to clean my log up a little bit because one thing I did is I cut back in here a little too much. So I'll probably just take this piece out to compensate for it. My ear was back in there a good bit anyway. But we're going to round the head and then try to swoop that up, and then we'll make our nose. In fact, kind of see the nose come out, and that'll give me a little bit of a guideline because, like I said, I've never made a pig before. So, well, anyway, we'll keep right on going. You go to the state farm or the county fair to have a family reunion, you might be a pig. I don't know. It's just a thought. Grandpa all the time. I mean, looking pretty good. Man, 79 likes. Man, I really appreciate you guys. We've been on here 16 minutes. I got 450 points already. Baby kisses Billy. Shoemate Heidi. Shoot. What's going on? Hey, Philip. All right. Glad to have you on here. Stop, for God's sake. I cannot get it right. I'm sorry, Heidi. You gotta understand, I'm dumb. Okay, all right. Wilbur. It's almost like he's got a weird growth on this side of his face. I mean, poor guy. I hope the doctors can help him. See it right now. He's like a pig with a goatee. I don't know. We'll name him Wilbur the pig with a goatee. I don't know. Maybe he's a biker pig. I mean, I'm not judging. Are you judging? Don't be judging. Okay, all right. Let's get it done. I want him to have that. I don't know. I kind of like him with the mouth being out like that. Is he more pig bear or is he more pig? I don't know. Kind of pig bear? Maybe a little bit? I don't know. wipers on, but I don't have no radio on, and I thought, man, I'm gonna need to concentrate on this pretty good, so I'll probably just take it easy. And since I've never made a pig head before, you know, not listening to any music, you know, you never know. If you listen to the wrong music, you know, your next thing you know, your pig turns out looking like a goat. You never know. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I just ate a whole mouthful of yellow pine sawdust. And let me tell you, it didn't taste nothing like sour cream. It was not very good. Next, I'm not going to worry about the eyes or any of that right now. We're going to go ahead and work on where the arms are coming out of here. So we're going to have the arms. His head's got like a slight tilt to it. And we're going to have one arm come across here, one front leg, and come down to about here. And then the other one will be a little bit more choked up in there. But let's do it. Run that one out of fuel. All right, I'll grab another one. Yeah, that one there was always a little harder on fuel. This one is sawdust. I mean, it's just hilarious. What are we up to? 127? All right, it's looking good. Let's give this guy some legs. Come on, baby. Let's go. Tricky to dig that out in there with, unless I bring this leg down here a little, kind of maybe down a little bit. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, something like that, you know. But got front paw, he's not looking too bad. Clean the nose up here in a minute. We'll take and thin some of this out, try to make it where the nose heaves up. But that's it. I want to get these arms out first. I think that's looking pretty daggone cool, especially for first time making a pig. I'm pretty daggone happy with it, man. 26 minutes, 142 likes. I wish it was like that every time, but jerk. Call him a one-legged pig. I don't know. I don't think that's too nice and kind of me. I probably should give him 2 legs. Like compared to this leg, that leg's a little short, and I can do something about it. I still got enough room there. That's not very deep. I could probably go down a little bit further, but I'm just gonna make him a gimpy pig and probably just leave it like it is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like I ought to bring that down a little more. Think about the welfare of the pig too. Maybe he's got to reach down, or he's got to itch. He's got to scratch it. Yeah, you never know. You just got to be generous, you know. Don't only think of yourself. Think of the pork chop. If I brought that up now, she'd say, you hate pork chops. I'd say, yeah, you're right, I do hate pork chops, but I don't know, in this case here, it's like pork chops on the 4th of July. I have no idea what that means, but it was a thought. This is pork chops for a beaver. I wonder if Bob Evans would give me a sponsorship to sell in the beaver markets. I don't know. Maybe I could sell for the beavers. I don't know. But he's looking pretty good. I'm happy with him. He's not too bad. He's not too pick bearer. You know what I mean? Kind of, sort of, maybe a little bit, not too much. We told you so. I tried to tell you this was going to happen. It didn't happen. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece out here while I'm here because we're going to carve hay, y'all, with a burr right there. Know what it's like. You go to your church, you got that one guy there, right? You got that one guy. He looks like Colonel Sanders, and you want to be nice. You don't want to tell him, but he looks like Colonel Sanders. I mean, it is what it is. You're like, did you bring a chicken with you? Hypocritical, but you tell me, why is it? If you seen him at your church, you wouldn't call him Bob Evans, but then you're out there and you know, you're at the gas station, you see that guy, he looks like Colonel Sanders. And you're like, hey, it looks like Colonel Sanders. Hey, man. You know, and he's like, but you would never say that to him if he was your doctor or he was your, like, pastor or whatever, you know, or something like that. You know, but then if you're out on the road, you don't know him. He looks like Colonel Sanders. Just to him, I don't know. I guess what I'm getting at is, don't be a hypocrite. Wherever you're at, if they look like Colonel Sanders, they look like Colonel Sanders. I mean, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna dig that nose out, kind of give him, pop his nose up a little bit, and see how that goes. Oh, give him a nice little smile afterward. This could happen. There's some kid in there. He's watching right now. He's flipping through there, and he sees this pig, and this guy's talking about Colonel Sanders. He's like, tell him it looks like Colonel Sanders. He's looking up on his phone. He's like, who's Colonel Sanders? He's like, that looks like my daddy. Oh, it's hilarious. Who we got here? Oh, the shops, man. Been in members 2 months. Awesome channel. Hey, we appreciate you. Thanks for the ice cream, my buddy. All right. All right, let's give this guy a smile. think I'll leave the mouth like it is. I want to give him a little bit of an eye canal here, like right through here. And I got that nose overemphasized really, but it'll work. It looks like it is. One thing I do want to do though is take a burr and kind of curve the nostrils. It's it's too small for me to do it with the chain. So anyway, whatever. Let's give him just a little bit of an eye canal here. That out, or the marching band is going to expect me to come and play with them. I don't know. All right, I'm going to liven up my log a little bit. Let's give that guy some eyes real quick. Before I go any further, let's burn some eyes in him. We'll use 2 burrs to do that. But I mean, he's got all the other features. He's got a mouth, nose, ears. Let's give him some eyes. This is going to help bring him to life as a carving. And it takes a minute. You know, I know people are off chainsaws not running. They're like, oh, I don't want to watch this. This guy was like this and wanted us to watch you run a chainsaw. Yeah, but you know, take a minute. It's going to bring it to life. And I actually got another project over here. Just kind of depending on how things going. I could get in that other carving too. It's a bear climbing up to get a honey, get a beehive. And I got it drawn out, ready to go. It's flat piece. Heck yeah. Hey, let's just put a patch over him. We'll call him a pirate pig. All right. See how that looks. Is that going to line up all right? Yeah. Yeah, all right, I gotta cut down a little bit here. It's a little thick right there anyway. By the time we clean that up, the mat, that's gonna look pretty good. All right, looks pretty good. You know what you're looking at now, anyway. All right, let me do some detail work on this log real quick. And actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and put my lines in before I cut that in. But it's gonna say, hey, y'all, right there. Okay. But I want to clean this wood up. Well, I can really sand it. I just want to put some lines in it. Always with a piece like this, you want to relief cut it. Otherwise, it could crack in half. So I'm going to put that in. I guess I got to slip it around real quick. I was going to say, you wouldn't see it, but hey, get a kind of side view of the Piggy. I need to sand that down a little bit. I got a little too carried away, didn't I? Oh, well. guarantee it, but by putting that cut in the back of it, the odds are better that when it cracks, and it will crack, it'll crack in the back and not in the front. And that's we can always hope for that, right? That's what we're shooting for. Okay, do I have, I think, yeah, I got a pencil and a pen. So I want to see about writing my hay, y'all, because I'm going to cut it with the chainsaw. And, man, that section seems kind of spunky. And I wonder if I ought to cut in a little bit more to get the better wood. But I don't know. Let's cut it. And I don't know. I kind of think maybe I ought to chunk that out a little bit. Let's just do it and see how it goes. Go from there. I can't see that. What do you think, Mr. Piggy? And the pig will be pink with some black accent. Seems like I got off center a good bit, doesn't it? I'll tell you what, I'm going to sand that, cut that back off, down a little bit. Man, okay. I'm going to cut that off and clean it up, because by where I started, it was up, it's off center pretty bad. But with three, mostly straight, it's all straight characters anyway. I can't see no reason not to just cut that in with the chainsaw. So you got C's and O's and things like that, like a welcome. This is a lot trickier. And then I like the cowboy carved stuff. I think I started more in the center this time around. I don't know if you guys can hear that dog barking. That dog is always barking. He's a half a mile away. I can always hear him now. He got some lungs. Okay, let's do the hay. I do the hay. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. 200. What is it? 200, 260. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, all right, let's knock it out. Let's do the hay. Hey, hey, y'all. All right, let's get that on there, y'all. It should fit. I'm gonna go a little wide there for the W's sake. Hey, y'all. Somebody else is going, oh, he know that song? Yeah, I do. I know that song. I love that song. That's a really good song. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it when you're giving it all. You think you got it, nothing lasts forever. Okay. They're like, okay, will you please shut up now? I know. All right, here we go. Y'all! see it until it's painted. But by the time you hit that with some black paint and sand it, that'll look pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with this cow. He come out, or pig. I think he come out pretty good. There's some line and burr work. I like to do some stuff like giving some eyebrows and stuff like that I do with burrs. Now, I'm not going to do that in this live. I'm going to also put some like little hooks here at the end of that, but I'm going to do that with burrs as well. I'm not going to do that on this live. I'm just going to move over to this next project. Actually, let's see, because it's only got to be like, yeah, we only been on here like 50 minutes. So I'm going to move over to this next project instead. And I can work on that boring, slow burr work tomorrow and not have to put you off there, you know. Let's see. Everybody wants to see a chainsaw, and I don't blame them. I want to see a chainsaw too. And I go watch Chainsaw Carver, like the best chainsaw carver in a live stream in the world, Creation Dust 777. I want to see him chainsaw carving. I don't want to see him using burrs and burn stuff, you know, sand and stuff, things like that. I want to see chainsaw. I know that's what you guys want to see too. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Hey, and by the way, check him out. Best chainsaw carver you'll find on YouTube live streaming, Creation Dust 777. Okay, we're going to cut this bear. If you can see the bear, he's a bear. He's got on underwear. He's wanting this honey pot. I've made this before. I know. If you guys are saying, we've seen that before. I know. But every time I make them, I sell them. I got to keep making more. And it's a board piece. And it's crazy how much people will pay. That said, this is white oak. And this is not fun. But we're going to do it. Okay? We're at least going to start it. How about that? Hey, wasn't he just carving a pig? Be like, no, he was carving this the whole time. Don't know where you've been. They're like, hey, wasn't he just carving a pig? Yeah, he was, but he changed his mind. He glued it back together, and now he's making this. I don't want to make any bones about it. Carving white oak is kind of like getting hit in the nuts with a bowling ball. I mean, it's going to hurt. out. I'm kind of getting there. Let me tell you, that's going to be firewood. That's some good heavy stuff. All right. Generally concerned with, because you can see these cracks running down through here, is that chipping out. And actually, at some point, I'm going to have to cut that ear in half, cut half that ear off. So we'll see. I think I would rather do that now than wait till later and then find out the whole piece chipped off. The upside to it is I can always glue it back together if I can find the piece. That's good. So I'll go ahead and cut this on down through here. Not forcing it, because any time one of these pieces could chip off, like a butt could chip off or something like that. And I mean, if you're making a bear, he's got to have a butt. You know, you can't have that. Well, we have 313 likes, man. That's really awesome. I appreciate you guys being in here and watching. Okay, so of the pieces that's got to be removed, this is the last one, and that's in this burl, knurling, whatever. I mean, just really pretty spot. I don't know what you call it. It's really pretty. But that stuff chips. Alright, so let me put some fuel. Gotta take a fuel break. I can't just keep going. I mean, I do have a John cutter over here. It's full of fuel, but it's a top handle. It's not bad for doing small stuff or doing stuff that's like at waist height. But when you're working up there with a top handle saw, no, that's, that's a little hard. Alright, but we'll dump some fuel in this baby and keep right on going. I'd rather dull the chain out on this one. That other one's a brand new chain, and this one needs sharpened anyway. So I'd rather dull the chain out on this one than put fuel in that other saw. Let's keep working with it. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, I don't know. I haven't found a way that you can get a chain to cut quite like they do when they're brand new. I can sharpen them. I have electric sharpeners, pretty good sharpener now, the one I have. But still, I mean, they don't get sharp like they did when they're brand new. Let's see, dump some oil on this dude too real quick. How we doing on battery? It looks good. Yeah, it hasn't been on too long. Not too long, not too short. Alright. Have enough lubrication for this thing. It looks like that piece is going to go pretty good. But you just hate it, you know. I mean, you chip, and I have cut on this stuff and chipped the piece, so I'm trying to. Come on, Grandma. Pro Hearers on, and I've got a link for the Pro Hearers in my description. You can check them out. I don't have them on though because I'm trying to think, and I don't need this. I'm here by myself, and I'm not live streaming. That's a different story. But I'll tell you what, stick around. I'll show you guys a crappie I made today. Oh, that thing come out so cool. I made a trout Friday, I think it was. And oh, I love that trout. So I'm going to work on the bearer, and then I can finish that up top there. But the bearer is more interesting anyway, I think. So. That's great. I guarantee you I dulled that chain pretty good. It was already dull. Where's that battery go out? There it is. You'll have that. Let me take that out and I'll move it up. Actually, ow. Let's see how that's going to hold it up there. I'll tell you what I'll do for now. If I already know what my mind I want to do it up there, I'll just run both of them up there and be happy. Did I cut myself? I give myself a little boo-boo. Oh, it's so horrible. Oh. But I'm gonna dig that ear out, make that ear look pretty cool. Yeah, I appreciate y'all being in here. What we got? We're up to 338 likes. Heck yeah, I appreciate that. What we got? We got Tim List Creations, Rhinestone, Suzanne, Susie Q. Glad to see y'all in there. Heck yeah. It's definitely cutting since I hit that screw. It's definitely dulled that chain. But that said, I mean, for what we're doing here, it's actually working out pretty good. It's not chipping or anything like that. So I got to smooth this ear out. Make it look alive. Down here, I think just kind of maybe curving that out a little bit, curving this out a little bit, and we can give this bear some hair and some eyes and too slow for putting hair in. Let me go to the John cutter for that. I'm pretty sure it's fueled up, but that chain is dull from hitting that screw. Hands down, dull. What's it doing? I don't know. so that's the bear. He's pretty well haired up. Let's put the eye in him. And really, other than that, I could see a little smooth in here, but I don't want to do that top. It'd be too hard, especially with this one. Smooth that up a little bit, though. All right, I'm gonna give him an eye. Give him an eye in there. Needs to have an eyeball. I've already got one in here anyway. Actually, it's even plugged in still. The one I used for the pig, I'm gonna use that same one for this. Can't hurt, right? Alright, so that's the start on that. I'll probably take a bit and work this out a little bit, kind of clean in front. And I'm going to have to get him nose detail and all that stuff anyway. So it all works out pretty good in the end. Heck yeah. So let's see what we got. Not too bad, not too good, right? 207, 357. We've been on here for 78 minutes. It's an hour and, come on, an hour and 18 minutes. And let's say hi. Hey, appreciate that, Heidi. Got that 100. Appreciate y'all being in here. 463 rubies. That's really awesome, too. But heck yeah, appreciate you guys being in and watching tonight. It's been a really good, successful live. And I mean, you guys see what I got going here so far. Here's the pig. Hey, y'all. First time I ever made a pig. So I figured I'd do it in a log. And I made that. I'll have to sand that down some, but that'll sand down easily. And I don't want to get too carried away with it. But he didn't end up looking like so much of a bear pig like I was worried about. You know, it came out pretty good. 359 likes. That's one of the best likes I've ever had. Hey, appreciate it, Thiago. Heck yeah, glad to see you in there, man. You was in there yesterday, too. Hi, Jackson. How you doing? Tim Lest. Heidi, my friends down there in Tennessee, Sparta, Tennessee. Hey, Belinda. Heck yeah, glad to see you. But anyway, this is what we got. So by the time we burn him, then, yeah, look pretty crisp. But I'm thinking I would rather get this top finished, which I'll have to unscrew it and drop it down, screw it back in down on that lower level to finish it. And I don't want to put y'all through it. Hey, Creation Does 777, the best chainsaw carver in the world. You can check him out on Wednesdays, 2 p.m. Be live streaming, and his live streams are awesome. He is the best live stream chainsaw carver out there. So you got to be sure and check him out if you have not. Let's see. Heck yeah. Yeah, Schmuck. I like that, Suzanne. Yeah, I heard that. Hey, I have some Schmuckster gear. I had problems with fourth wall and design. It's just a headache. So I'm trying out Bonfire, and I have to get Bonfire linked. And I have already made t-shirts that say that. So y'all, just so y'all know. Can't wait. I can't wait to have one myself. Heck yeah. Well, guys, that's what I got for the night. Leave y'all alone. We will be back Tuesday night. Don't forget Tuesday night. You also can catch Perry, the Carving Wizard. He's on at 5 p.m. tomorrow. He's already got that set up to go. And other than that, yeah, you got it right. I'd say Creation Dust. He said it well. Come back when you can stay.